So, hello and welcome, amazing people. So, we are here again for another edition of our live real estate trainings. My name is Samuel Ime, a real estate consultant that is based here in the city of Asaba Delta State, and we are dedicated to helping you make informed decisions regarding real estate, regarding properties. And I am here with an amazing person. She's going to be introducing herself. Help us more.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. My name is Philomena Amarachi, popularly known as Realtorachi, a real estate broker that is based here in the city of Asaba. Yes, I help first-time buyers, business owners, lease, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora as well to make a tangible real estate investment right here in Nigeria.
Okay, so we've heard from her. Now, we're not here to tell you to buy every single landed property you see out there. We're here to educate you and also help you to ask the right kind of questions before you commit your money into land or buildings, whatever, regarding real estate.
Yeah.
So, we're here to talk about something, how to identify an undervalued property, right? So, before we go into that, let our viewers know in simple terms, what is an undervalued property?
Okay, I will say that an undervalued property is a property that is in the market that is way lesser than the value of it. Okay, what do I mean by this? A property that is an undervalued is a property that is good, that is what word should I use now? I'm trying to get one particular word. It is a property that is well positioned. It is a property that worth more than what the company are selling it in the market. And there is a reason for that.
Okay.
So an undervalued property is a property that is selling in the market way more lesser than the actual value it is. Yes, it is meant to be. So that is what an undervalued property is all about.
Okay. Now, for our viewers to understand better what you're saying, can you give us a clear example?
Okay, like I said, there is a reason why it is selling at that lower rate. That does not mean that it is cheap, but there is a particular reason. And one particular reason why such properties are referred to as undervalued property is because of the location. That is the first reason, yes.
Okay.
A property, like let's take for instance, there is a property that we are selling in the market. I would portray that property as a property that is undervalued. Yes. It is, we are selling it at the rate of 1 million naira. It is a buy and build property.
Buy and build property.
Yes, you can never get such property. You can never. A
In
buy
Asaba.
and build in Asaba, you and I know that you can never get. But we are selling it at the rate of 1 million naira. Why? Because of the location. The location. It is far. Yes, I'm not coming to come and lie about it or say another thing about the property.
Okay.
The location is far.
Okay. Now, you've already pointed out one something that I wanted to ask you as a question. Because I wanted to ask what are the kind of things they should look out for when buying an undervalued property? So is that the only one? Is location the only thing they should look out for before buying an undervalued property?
No, actually, location shouldn't be the only thing that you should also look out for. You should also look out for the price.
Okay.
Yes, we cannot tell you that a property is 2 million or a property is 10.5 million naira, and then when you get to that place, it is not worth it. So that is why you also look at the price to compare whether it is actually worth it.
Okay. Now, someone will be watching this right now and will be like, okay, if someone tell me about a property that is selling at 500k,
Okay.
should I buy it or not? Are there advantages to this? To buying a land of 500k? Is it safe even though it is cheap?
You may. Can you come again with your question?
Okay. The thing there is that this undervalued property is something that is worth less than what it should be in the market.
Okay, yeah.
Now, because of the price, maybe I'm scrolling on the internet space and I come across an advert, a land that is selling for 750,000. Normally it's cheap.
Okay.
Now, should that be because of how affordable and cheap it is
Yeah.
and purchase it?
Okay. I think this let me just say that if you're trying to ask me what you should look out for when buying. Okay. As you said, that a property is cheap does not mean that it is safe.
Okay.
And that a property is cheap does not mean that it is not safe. So before you buy the property or before you buy another developed property, you need to do your due diligence.
Okay.
You need to know why they are selling it at that rate.
And
You
that
need
price.
to know why it is being sold at that
And that
price. That is another thing. You know, some of our investors, it's I don't know what word to use to suit them, but before, please, I'm going to beg you, please, before you invest in any affordable property or any undervalued property, make sure that you ask them or make sure that you see reason why it is being sold at that rate. Do not just buy it blindly because it is affordable, because it is cheap. Let me go and buy it. You might even want to compare it with another property that is in that location. Okay, there is a property of 1 million and there is another property of 2 million. Now I will have to go and rush and buy the 1 million naira because it is cheap.
Yes.
It might cost you a whole lot. You never can tell why they are selling it if you don't verify to know the exact reason why they are selling it at that rate. Yes, so you should conduct your due diligence. It is very, very necessary.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is it for today. That is it for today on how to spot undervalued property. But one last question I want our viewers to be clear about.
Okay.
Now, what is the formula? What is the simple formula for spotting an undervalued property?
Okay, the simple formula is, first of all, I will tell you price. Once you've heard the price, it's now left for you to verify. And the process of verifying, you will have to go and see the location.
Okay.
When you check the location, you now compare, does it worth it? Is it actually worth it? Should I buy this particular? What are the development that are approaching to that particular location as well? That is another thing you should have in mind.
Exactly.
Yes, and this is when I always recommend or tell my investors to ensure that they identify that gap and rush immediately, because the earlier you buy, the better for you.
Okay.
If you buy it at an affordable rate, when development must have approached that locations, you'll be the one to enjoy the returns because it will be massive. Like the one of 1 million naira that I told you about, a buy and build of 1 million naira. Actually, there is a project that the government wants to start in that particular location, which is the bridge. And once that bridge is being there, it has been constructed. Ever in that particular location, the price will definitely increase.
Exactly.
So that is one thing that our investors need to always look at whenever they are buying an underdeveloped property. You check the location, check the development within that vicinity, check what is going to happen. That is why you need to have foresight. They call it foresight. Okay. Yeah.
So far so good. She has done justice to it because she has mentioned in as much as a land is cheap, it's attractive. Because I went for outreach the other day and I gave them our flyer and they told me that it was the price is attractive.
Yeah.
That because of the price they will come and inspect the property.
Okay.
But in as much as the price is attractive and you want to go and make payment, she has said you should look out for location. You should consider if there are developments that will make that location to increase.
Yeah.
Right. So, and she also talked about price, right?
Yes, the price. You also know the reason why it is being sold at that rate. That is to identify on the value property. If you identify one, you should be able to know why it is being sold like that, and that will now how you will be able to know why it is being sold at that rate is going to inspect the locations. And when you get there, you check the development, you check what is happening there, you check the proximities there to know whether it's actually worth it.
Exactly.
That is another thing. And the last thing that I will also talk about is the documentation.
Documents, very important.
Documentation.
Very important.
That is cheap. Does not mean that the titles are.
Exactly.
That is cheap. Does not mean that the titles are legalized. That is why I always advise people, if you can get a property lawyer that can help you verify those documents. It will help you as well. Even if you don't have, just make sure that you request or find out how you can verify those land titles before you pay for those land for those cheap properties out there. It is attractive, but please ensure you do your due diligence to avoid crying later on. Yes, I've come across someone that told me that he lost his plot of land. Like he told me, 8 plots of land.
It's blood.
Yes, he lost 8 plots of land to land grabbers. Why? Because he failed to verify, he failed to do his due diligence, and then he lost that huge property. 8 plots. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I think that's all I can say.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. So what we are trying to say in essence is there are disadvantages to low ticket
Undervalued.
properties. But when you do your due diligence,
Yeah.
it can turn to an advantage. By the
Yeah.
time you have checked and done your due diligence, it will be an advantage to you whether to proceed or to step back.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as that.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so
And we'll be
much.
seeing you on the next one. Now, if you need, you can tell them about.
Okay. All right. If you would like to secure into this undervalued property that we have right now in Delta State, the 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 bad aspect of it is that it is limited. Yes, according to the company, they
Okay.
said that it is limited, so they have up to just 10 plots left. So if you would like to know more about this particular property, or if you would like to invest in this kind of properties, do well to reach out to us.
All right. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Bye bye.